Guys, we are officially on the road. I did not film too much of me getting ready because I'm gonna be real with you, I was behind on everything. We decided to take a nap after we got our errands for the morning done, just because neither of us slept well last night. The anticipation of everything coming up, the anxiety of being apart, it just kind of put a damper on things last night, but we made it. We're on the road, gonna get to the train station in about an hour and a half, I wanna say. So just kind of chilling in the car for right now. Got my little travel fit on for now. I got more back here. I have a t-shirt, a sweater, got my scarf for my head because it's gonna be a long train ride. I'm probably gonna be sleeping, so I want something covering my hair. Got my go-to little travel hairstyle, nice little slick back braid going, so no germs get in my hair. I'm really terrified of like lice and stuff like that. I know somebody's gonna be like, that is absolutely the least of your problems, and I'm aware, but the germs freak me the hell out. I have like all types of wipes and everything with me too, but I think we'll be good. So now I'm just gonna sit back and be a little passenger princess for the next like hour and 20 minutes that we have left of this drive, and I'll check back in with you guys later. Since I was solo traveling, my mom insisted I send her a video of my outfit, so that's what this blurry little video is. Thankfully, navigating the train station was nowhere near as miserable as I thought it was going to be, and I was sat around a bunch of women, so I got settled and got myself something to eat. Okay, you guys, so we are at the first big stop, so we're here for about 20-30 minutes. Rested my legs. I've been on the train for a couple hours now, but so far so good. I'm liking it. Went ahead and got myself something to eat, got a little drink, figured out the whole charging situation, so I'm chilling, in for a good night. It's about 5:48 right now, and we are departing from this location at about 6:30, so I get to stretch my legs for a little bit, interact with some people. So far so good. I'm really liking this travel experience. I don't really like flying, but so far train, even though it's going to be a long one, not bad. And I'm in coach. I'm not even in a sleeper car or anything, nothing special, just in coach, and I'm enjoying it. At that point in the ride, I had no idea what I was in for. We soon got the first of our many delays, and I realized this train ride was going to be a lot longer than I initially anticipated. So at a certain point, I just sort of hunkered down with my iPad and my many downloaded TV show episodes, but I did not wind up getting any sleep, which I did anticipate. we're in Charlotte right now, and it's going. It's a rough one. It's been a long night so far, but truly still prefer the silver flying. I will say I'm not sure how well my hair is going to hold up by the end of this travel. This is the point in the train ride where things started to go a little rough, a little bit downhill for me. But in hindsight, that wound up being exactly what I needed and exactly why I decided to embark on such a long train ride across the coast when, truthfully, to visit my family, I could have just hopped on a plane. And ultimately, for my trip back, I did hop on a plane. I will say to anybody considering embarking on train travel, do not expect 5-star bathroom facilities. Do not expect 5-star facilities in general. It is like, for some people, it's a bit of a rough style of travel, and ultimately, on my train ride, it did lead to a little bit of drama within our cabin. I can't exactly speak on how it was in the sleeper cars, but I can say in coach, it can be a rougher method of travel, especially if you're embarking on a longer form of travel and not just a short 3 to 4 hour trip. However, I think that's part of what you sign up for, and in return, you get some magnificent views like these. Let me tell you guys, I was blown away. Some of the footage that I got doesn't even speak to how beautiful it was. For every beautiful clip that I got successfully, there were at least 10 to 15 more that we were moving so fast I could not get the shot. To put it into perspective as well, when I researched this route, this is considered the most boring Amtrak route that you can take. But all this babbling is really just to hone in the fact that this trip taught me sometimes you just need to go through a little bit of pain to find the beauty, and that beauty might be in some of the most unexpected places. Sadly, my hair did not survive the trip, and I made the decision at this point to pull it down, thinking that it wouldn't be much longer, but surprise, surprise, we had even more delays at this point. Thankfully, though, at this point, these delays didn't have us fully stopping on the tracks. It just meant we were moving at a much slower speed than we typically would be. While chatting with a few of the employees in my cabin, I found out the reason there were so many delays was because this particular Amtrak route shares the tracks with the freight trains. Like, Amtrak doesn't even own it, they basically rent it. So the freight trains get priority and they have to stop or slow down when they're passing the freight trains, which was actually pretty cool to see, I will say. Alright, guys, I made it to Georgia. This is my current hair situation, so the braid did not last. Got my little scarf going, and we are in the last stretch. And of course, I say we're in the last stretch, but I still have a 4-hour long car ride after this. Really, if you think about it, this trip was just a series of me jinxing myself and testing my patience. Because right after I said that, we were moving at an even slower pace. Let me tell you guys, these clips are sped up. But again, as I said before, this was probably the best test of my patience and mental health that I've had in honestly since COVID. There were so many factors that went into my decision to take this trip so abruptly, and the biggest one was my mental health, was needing something that almost felt like a little bit of a retreat, but under my terms. And that's exactly what this trip gave me, especially this train ride. Now, that's not to say that things went exactly the way I expected them to. It was probably quite the opposite, but ultimately, I'm even more grateful for that. It was just the perfect opportunity for me to really test what my comfort zone is and get to know myself a little better when I throw myself out into the world all on my own. And finally, after over 25 hours of travel, the time finally came for me to meet my parents at the train station, and we embarked on our 4 hour car ride where we actually witnessed a pretty horrific car accident where it was a miracle the guy survived. Ultimately, though, we made it to our destination safely, and that was all I needed to be grateful for. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this chaotic journey, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.